Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Young Fan Podcast. It's an exciting day today, isn't it? If you're in England and you're a football fan, how excited are we? Because the football season is back. We've got the Premier League back, we've got League One back, Championship back, League Two back, and it's obviously, as I know as well, the FA Cup as well. I'm pretty sure for non-league sides as well. I'm sure non-league, non-league, the league's back as well. The Vanarama, National South, all of that as well. So if you're a non-league football fan, it's back. If you're a football league fan, it's back as well. If you're a Premier League side, of course, it's back today as well. Not all of you, but for most of you. Today, we're going to be doing one of the most requested episodes of the podcast, one I have not done yet. I've done the League One predictions. Today, I'm going to be doing the Premier League predictions. One that I've left quite late. The reason why I've done that is because I want to see is how many signings we can do literally until I get this out, and also because we've been very busy with obviously the Oxford United stuff as well. Of course, you're probably thinking, what about the match reaction tonight for Oxford United versus Lincoln? Don't worry, that will still be coming out tonight. That will not change, of course, but that kicks off at 3 o'clock. The match reaction, match review on that will probably be out by... The game will probably finish about 5, so hopefully that might get that out by about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight. So that will be fine as well. So tonight you can sit back, relax, and listen to the podcast on the Oxford United opening day of the season. How excited are we for that? But the Premier League starts, of course, at 12:30 today, as obviously Arsenal are playing Fulham. Fulham, the home side. Difficult one for Arsenal, of course, kicking off their season. Obviously a season they're going to want to be much improving on from last one. Obviously it ended quite well. Started the season technically quite well in the Community Shield as well with a win there. So they're going to be quite happy with that. But they want to start the league campaign, of course, like everyone else does, positively. And they're playing against newly promoted playoff winners from the Championship, Fulham, today as well. So exciting thing for them, exciting times for them, an exciting match for both sides as well. But if you're not even I'm not a Fulham fan, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm not really a fan of any team in the Premier League. I just like watching the Premier League because it's football, and I'm really excited for it. 12:30, it's going to be great, and I'm looking forward to that. But the predictions must be out. We must be doing a prediction. So I'm going to do a League One predictions. We've got to be doing the Premier League predictions. And I'm going to be doing that today as well. I understand, of course, it's going to be a double episode of the podcast today, a double upload. And also, I'm sorry if this comes out maybe a little bit into the kickoff time, 12:30 today. Obviously, this video is obviously going to have to be processed and stuff and uploaded onto the channel. That's why it could be a bit delayed. Trust me, I am recording this. I can prove it. It is 10:53. I don't know if you saw that. It's 10:53, 10:58, sorry, as I'm recording this. And hopefully I can get this edited and up and ready to go out before, if not, just literally probably just a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes into the game. Hopefully, I'm not sure how quick this is going to upload. It honestly depends how long I ramble on about. So let's stop just talking nonsense. Let's start with the predictions. People want to hear them. These are my predictions again. I'm sorry if I were to get you as a relegated side. I'm sorry if you feel like you can do better, of course. Like the League One prediction stuff as well. I understand people are going to be a little bit frustrated where I put you, and if you can think you can do better, that's great. I'm not here to basically hate on your team or whatever. I'm here basically just to give where I think they're going to finish. And if you feel like you can do better, which you probably can do, then 100% show me and 100% tell me in the comments. Obviously, good luck for the rest of the season. Good luck for the season as well. Thank you very much for the support on the episode of the podcast. Follow me on Twitter at @theyoung_podcast Twitter. If you didn't catch that, it's in the banner. If it's not in the link in the description, if that doesn't work, then it's definitely going to be in the banner of the YouTube. Give that a follow as well. You'll be up to date with all of the uploads. Instagram as well, @theyoungfanpodcast. Give that a follow and subscribe to the Young Fan Podcast YouTube channel. Turn that notification bell on so you get notified every time a podcast episode comes out, because they are coming out thick and fast. Saturday morning, people. It's exciting times. Let's get on with the Premier League predictions. So, starting at 20th, I'm sorry, West Brom fans. I'm going with West Brom. The reason why I've gone with West Brom, and in front of me right now on the screen, I'm basically going to be seeing every piece of signing. I'm going to be looking at the business you've brought in and the players you've got out, and that's going to be a main judge as well, and where I think you're going to finish. I'll put you 20th, West Brom. You've only brought in 4 players. Good. I'm looking at them and I'm thinking they're pretty decent 4 players. You've got Mates Pereira, of course. Obviously, signed him permanently from Sporting Lisbon after a very, very good championship campaign with him. Grady Tanganga, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, from West Ham. Unhappy West Ham fans, of course, unhappy captain Mark Noble, not happy with him going. David Button and Cedric Kerpe. So 4 signings. I just don't think that's enough to stay in the Premier League, unfortunately. Haven't lost out on some big players. Obviously, Chris Brunt, a bit of a legend at West Brom, has been released and he's left. But no big departures. Josh Griffiths goes to Cheltenham Town on loan, with Phil Azaz, 2 players from going to Cheltenham, and Jonathan Lecco is going to Birmingham City as well. So not really any big departures. I do recognise Jonathan Lecco, and I certainly recognise Chris Brunt. I don't think they're Premier League quality. Chris Brunt obviously has been Premier League quality when they were back in the Premier League just a few years ago now. I think might be past his best now. But 4 good signings. I'm going to put my phone on silent. 4 good signings. I just don't think it's going to be enough to stay in the Premier League. I'll put you 20th, West Brom fans. Prove me wrong if you feel like you can do better. Of course, like anyone, if you can do better, prove it to me. In number 19th, I've put Fulham. Sorry, Fulham fans. Of course, you spent a lot of money when you came up just 2 seasons ago. You came straight back down. It wasn't great financially for your side. I'm just trying to find the signings now. I do recognise a few. I'm just making sure I know exactly they are as well. Here we go. So I've put you 19th. The reason why is 3 signings. It's only 3 signings. Anthony Robinson? I do recognise the name. The left back, I believe, from Wigan. Obviously, Wigan have got some whole sorts of trouble, and we've discussed that, obviously, in the predictions video for League One. He's gone. He has come to Fulham as well, which is very, very good for them. Mario Lemina, of course, I do recognise that name as well, the midfielder from Southampton. He's joined them from loan as well. I'm pretty sure that's the permanent signing of Harrison Reed as well. I'm pretty sure he was on loan to Fulham last season in the Championship. I'm pretty sure that's now made a permanent signing. So, 3 good pieces of business for Fulham. Just don't think it's going to be able to get in the Premier League. Obviously, I understand it's a bit contradiction. That isn't a word, is it? Bit contradictionary. Bit contradiction. I don't know what the word is. It's a bit. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I earlier just said about how you spent £100 million and that wasn't the right decision for you. However, I'm now saying you haven't done enough. I just feel like 3 signings, is that enough to stay in it, in the Premier League? I just don't think it is, Fulham fans. Unfortunately, I'm going to put you 19th. Outs, no big outs, of course. I think pretty sure every single one of the outs have been released, other than Alfie Mawson. The centre-back's gone out on loan to Bristol City, who I actually thought was a really good centre-back. Maybe I'm completely wrong there, but I think I recognise that to being a really good centre-back. Maybe, I'm not sure why I think that, but I do recognise him being a good signing. And when they got him, and he's gone out on loan back in the Championship. Shrewsbury Town, Marlon Fossey to Shrewsbury. I'm pretty sure that's a left-back. I'm pretty sure that is a full-back. He is as well, and Sodi, is it Jermaine, has gone to Leeds on a permanent deal as well. So no big departures if I'm not wrong, but obviously 3 players in. Just don't think it's going to be enough to stay in the Premier League. I am sorry, Fulham fans, but they've got a chance. Of course, it's a very, very interesting league, and I'm really looking forward to it. In number 18th, now this is a really difficult one because there are a lot of teams that I feel like could have got relegated, but I just don't think will, and I've decided to go with Brighton. I'm sorry, Brighton fans. For a long time, you stay in the Premier League, and I know this is probably going to be the one. This probably will be the one that is going to be very, very wrong, because Brighton always seem to be the team that everyone's like, Brighton are going to go down, and then they just finish mid-table. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've put Brighton there. And I think it can go both ways. I'm going to stick with my guns at Brighton. Good signings, though. Jennison Ware from Wigan. Adam Lallana, of course, from Liverpool from a free. Joel Veltman, the centre-half, I believe, from Ajax. And Lars Den Donker from Club Brugge. Good signings, but it's 4 signings. Of course, Ben White has come back, obviously, from loan as well. That's the standout centre-half. Him and Dunk, they've kept hold of them. So that's good for Brighton. Maybe this could be the season they go down. That's where I've put them. I'm sorry. But I certainly do think there could be teams to go down. But I've had to put 1 team down, or 3 teams down. Brighton, you are one of them. 17th, I've gone with West Ham. The reason why I think West Ham can go down. I think West Ham could definitely go down. The reason why I haven't is because they've kept hold of Declan Rice. Of course, that could change. Chelsea obviously are interested in Declan Rice, but I just think West Ham could be the team that just stay up. They've done some decent business, I believe. I think they have brought a player. I think they have brought a few players in. That's what I was remembering. Yeah, not a few, just one. But I think that's a very good one. Thomas Suchek. That's how you pronounce his name, from Slavia Prague. Obviously, a very, very good end to the season. West Ham single-handedly certainly helped them stay up. That's a good piece of business to keep in. And Antonio, of course, he is an injury waiting to happen. But he was very, very good to the back end of last season. Helped them stay up, of course, as well. Few released. Obviously, the big departure, of course, is Dan Ganga to West Brom. Not happy with that. But Dan Kemp goes out on loan. Roberto from underclose free goes to Real Valladolid. Pablo Zabaleta is released with Carlos Sanchez as well. And you've brought in a player from AFC Wimbledon as well. I'm not sure if that's a good. It's a good piece of business. Maybe that's a under 23, under 18s signing. I don't recognise the name, but Thomas Suchek, very, very good signing for West Ham. I feel like you could stay up. Him and Declan Rice could be good. I believe also another reason why I've kept them safe as well is because Tarkowski from Burnley as well looks like he could be coming to West Ham as well. They've tried 3 times, 3 bids. I'm pretty sure £30 million they've tried to bid in. If they get him, that will certainly help out the defence. I feel like they're going to stay in the Premier League. And it's West Ham. They always seem to find a way of staying in the Premier League, and I feel like they will. So West Ham, you're staying up 17th, only just. I feel like if you do get Tarkowski, maybe you could push up to 16th or 15th. But as a squad right now, you're 17th in my opinion. I don't think you're going to go down. It's going to be close between you and Brighton and a few other teams as well. Because in 16th, I've gone with Crystal Palace. The reason why I've gone with Crystal Palace in 16th is because you've done some decent business. You're not going to go down this season, Crystal Palace fans, because Nathan Ferguson, of course, West Brom from a free as well. That's a very good centre-half. I know him from the old Football Manager. Jake Giddings as well. I've never heard of him, but he's got him from free. But the big one, of course, Eberechi Eze from QPR for around £25 million. Good piece of business, and you've kept hold of Zaha as well. If you lose Zaha, which a lot of people are speculating is bringing in Eze as a replacement for Zaha, if that is the case, then I don't know. Could you maybe push down? Is Eze as good as Zaha? In my opinion, probably not. He hasn't proven himself in the Premier League yet. Very good in the Championship, but not Premier League proven yet. It could obviously turn out to be a very, very good player for Crystal Palace. I'm sure he will be. He looks very, very good. A nice, tricky central attacking midfield player that can certainly and probably will cause problems in the Premier League as well. So, Crystal Palace, you're going 16th. You had a very bad end to the season as well. Obviously, you nearly lost to Oxford United. I mean, you beat us 2-1, but we went 1-0 up as well. But 16th, I think, is where you're going to finish. You've kept on as Zaha. You've strengthened in areas. Crystal Palace, you're staying up. You're coming 16th. And in 15th, we're going with Aston Villa. Aston Villa, of course, only just stayed up by the skin of their teeth at the end of last season. But they did it, and they did it in style as well. Celebrations of many proportions, some of which Roy Keane wasn't too happy with, of course. If you know, you know. Celebrating like they won the league. All they've done is stay up. But what a way to stay up as well on the final day. And they thoroughly deserved it. Great manager that they've got there as well. The game, Dean Smith. I've nearly forgotten. Dean Smith, great manager. Obviously, Terry as well, assistant as well. But a good side as well. And I'm looking at the business. Only one signing, but a good one as well. Matty Cash, the right back from Nottingham Forest. Very, very good season in the Championship last time out. Other than that, though, releases for departures, no big names that I believe that I remember that sort of a big one. I mean, James Chester, I do recognise he has gone to Stoke for free, but other than that, no big outs. Other than that, it's just releases as well. But no big signs. But you kept on a Jack Grealish. It doesn't look like Manchester United are going to be going for Jack Grealish now, of course, with Donny van der Beek in for United, as well if Jadon Sancho comes as well, which is looking unlikely. We'll come on to that in a minute. I don't think Jack Grealish is going to go. I feel like Jack Grealish is going to stay at Aston Villa, not Crystal Palace, Aston Villa for another season. If he does, that's good. Matty Cash is a good addition. You've kept on some players as well. I'm pretty sure you've also signed Ollie Watkins, which I'm no idea why that's not on here. But Ollie Watkins has joined Aston Villa for, I believe, £25 to £30 million as well. Good signing, good striker. You need to score goals next season. Aston Villa is what you struggled with for your strikers last season. Obviously, Samatta, Wesley, injuries, no goals. It's a problem. Hopefully, Ollie Watkins can sort that situation out as well. Matty Cash, a good sign. Aston Villa, I think you're going to stay up 15th in the league for you. 14th, I've put a bit of a surprise one. I've put Sheffield United. I'm sorry, Sheffield United fans. Very good season for you last season. I just think you're not going to be able to push on and do as well as you did last season. It depends how it goes. It could go either way. I just feel like you may slip under. You haven't got to worry about relegation. You're a great side. You've got a great manager in Chris Wilder. But I just feel like this could be the one where you might just slip down. The business hasn't been great. Aaron Ramsdale, of course, is a good sign, a good goalkeeper, obviously to replace Dean Henderson, who's just gone to Manchester United or gone back to Manchester United from his loan. Obviously signed a 5-year contract at Manchester United, so he's not going to be coming back. But Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth, quality keeper, he comes. And Wes, I'm going to butcher the name. Is it Forringham from Rangers for free as well. No outstanding piece of business, but Aaron Ramsdale's a good keeper. In terms of departures, Mark Duffy's released. I don't know why I said Mark Duffy, never heard of him. And the other players as well, a few loans out to Swindon, Nottingham Forest, Luton, and one out to Scotland, a team in Scotland as well. So those are the departures, those are the ins for Sheffield United. I don't think you've got to worry about relegation. You've got a very good manager, a very, very good squad. I feel like you're going to come 14th. You're not going to have to worry about at relegation. I just don't think we're going to be talking about the Sheffield United going for Europe this season. 14th in the table for Sheffield. Good luck for the season to you. In 13th, we're going with the next relegated side. The next promoted side. And I don't think they're going to have to worry about relegation because I've gone with Bielsa's Leeds United. The reason why I've put Leeds down there, not down there, in the middle there, and not down there, is because they've got a quality manager and they've done some good business as well. I'm scrolling here in front of me because I'm trying to find the business, and here it is. Good pieces of business for Leeds. They brought in some players as well. Helder Costa, permanent deal from Wolves as well. Good season in the Championship. Bielsa, of course, the goalkeeper. Quality from Lorient in France as well. Quality keeper there as well. They've got Jack Harrison back on loan from Manchester City. Great loan signing that. Joel, another Wigan signing. Is it Gerrard? Not Gerrard. That's someone completely different. That's the Rangers gaffer. Gerrard from Wigan. Cody, we mentioned about from Fulham. Sam Greenwood looks like a really, really good player from Arsenal as well on loan. Rodrigo, of course, the big one from Valencia, quality striker, and Robin Koch. Of course, I'm pretty sure that's a permanent signing of him. I'm pretty sure he was. No, he wasn't. That isn't a permanent signing. It was Klitsch. I'm thinking of wrong K in the midfield. Robin Koch from Freiburg from Germany as well. Good piece of business. And it looks like you want Draxler. And it looks like you're also trying to get a few players as well. The only reason why I can't maybe put you a little bit higher is because you've obviously Ben White is staying at Brighton. But you could regret that because I've put them down as relegation. But you never know. 30th in the league for Leeds United. I don't think you've got a problem. The only thing that could be interesting is if Mark Bielsa starts playing football in the Premier League, which is difficult to do because you've got so many quality teams that try and do that as well in this division. Or he tries and does what Sheffield United, which is just, play hard to beat and hit teams on the break and try and, beat teams like that. It's going to be interesting. He's got a great style of football. Will it work in the Premier League? Be very, very interesting to see against a lot of teams that also play very, very good football as well. 12th, I've gone with Newcastle. And that's another reason why I've delayed this episode of the podcast is because Newcastle have done business in days. 3 signings in about 4 days, I think it was. Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth on a free. What a signing that is. For free as well. Mark Gillespie from Motherwell, never heard of him, but he's free. Niall Brookwell from Liverpool, again, never heard of him, but he's free. Jeff Hendrick from Burnley from free. He's very, very interesting. I've seen Jeff Hendrick, of course, play for Burnley in the Premier League as well. Looks pretty decent. Jamal Lewis is a quality signing from Norwich as well. He did very, very well. Very good young talent in England, who is English, from Norwich as well. That's very, very good. And, of course, Callum Wilson as well from Bournemouth. Good signing up front there. They need to sort out the goals there. It's not going from goal Linton at the moment, so hopefully Callum Wilson can sort that out and get those goals firing again for them. Good piece of business for Newcastle. Of course, a bit disappointing the takeover didn't happen from the Saudis, but doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter. Of course, it matters, but it doesn't matter when you're doing good business. I'm offending some Newcastle fans by saying that. Of course, I do. Of course, I have. But I think you've done quite good business, Newcastle, considering the circumstances. I think you've done okay. It hasn't been Mbappe like we all thought, but you've got Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson, so you've done okay. 12th in the league for you, mid-table, well, just below mid-table. I feel like you're going to be okay. In 11th, I've gone with Southampton. Of course, they've lost their main man, their captain, Højbjerg, in midfield. I've definitely pronounced that name completely wrong. There was actually a video of how to pronounce that because so many people get that wrong. I'm just trying to find the business. That's why I'm looking over here. Here it is. 2 signings for Southampton. Of course, Kyle Walker-Peters was part of the swap deal at Tottenham and Højbjerg as well. Mohamed Salisu from Real Valladolid as well. It's good pieces of business. I think only 2 pieces of business though, but I think Southampton are a team that always seem to do okay. They've got a very good manager, very, very good manager in there as well. So really, really happy for that. Southampton, of course, out there as well. Alexander Cole, Mohamed Anuse has gone out on loan to Celtic again. Yashida's been released. Højbjerg has gone to Tottenham. They have lost Cedric to Arsenal. Lima's gone out on loan to Lemina. Sorry, he's gone out on loan to Fulham. Harris Reed has got a permanent deal to Fulham, and Alfie Jones has gone out on loan to Hull. So not unbelievable pieces of business, but business I'm sure that will be okay, and that will keep them in the league. So 10th is going to be Burnley, and for Burnley, you've done some decent business, or have you? To be honest with you, I'm sort of making that up. I don't know if you have. You have actually. Actually, you haven't. You haven't done unbelievable pieces of business. Will Norris from Wolves, Mark Ritchie from Augsburg, and I feel like Burnley are a team that are going to stay in the league. Burnley always seem to stay in the league. It's just something that they do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I feel like you're going to stay in the league. Burnley, you're going 10th. 9th, going with Leicester. Not great depth. Obviously, they've said as well. Obviously, you've lost Ben Chilwell to Chelsea. I wonder how that's going to go. I think you're going to stay in the league. Good season last season. Bottled it, but you're in Europe. So 9th, I think, is where you're going to finish. 8th is going to be Wolves. Good piece of business. I like that striker from Portugal. Is it Fabio Silva? Good signing for that from Wolves as well. You have lost Doherty to Tottenham, but it looks like you maybe could be getting Maitland-Niles. I'm not sure, but you've got Fabio Silva. So Wolves, good transfer window for you. 8th for you, the surprise package, of course. 7th is going to be Everton as well. Everton. Where are you? I know exactly who you've signed. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone out. Obviously, James Rodriguez, the big one from Real Madrid as well. Of course, as well. Great midfield addition there as well. Nkunku from Marseille as well. And, of course, Doucouré from Watford. Good pieces of business there. You're going to be fine. You're going to come 7th. Ancelotti, quality manager, quality signing. 6th in the league. I'm going with Spurs. The reason why I'm picking it up is I feel like the camera's going to die in a minute, and I want to just try and get this out as quickly as possible before the season starts. It's exciting times. Spurs, you're going 6th. You're going to miss out on top 4 with Jose Mourinho, unfortunately, this season, but you've done decent business. Højbjerg, of course. Dottie's come in as well. Is that it? I think you might have signed someone else I might be forgetting. Oh, yeah, Joe Hart, of course, from Burnley as well. Jan Vertonghen's gone out and been released as well. But other than that, good pieces of business for Spurs. You're going to come 6th, though, in my opinion, obviously. I'm not a mind reader. 5th, Arsenal. Good piece of business from you. And, of course, Mikel Arteta is doing things very, very well at Arsenal at the moment. Gabriel, very good centre-half. Mari, obviously, the permanent signing. Cedric, the permanent signing. All of this as well. Willian from Chelsea could be very, very decent. Sabas as well on loan from Real Madrid as well. I think you're going to be fine, Arsenal. You're playing in a minute against Fulham. You're going to be fine in 5th. 4th, Manchester United. If they sign Sancho, they could push up. But at the moment, it's going to be Donny van der Beek because they're only signing. 4th, good squad, good young potential. I think it's going to be 4th for you, Manchester United. But if you get Sancho, we can see you maybe pushing. That gap will be closed, though. I'm pretty sure of that. Manchester City are going to be coming 3rd. I know what you're thinking. Oh, my days, what are you doing? Manchester City coming 3rd. I know. I just think they're going to be coming 3rd. I think they've done good business. I just don't think they're going to be winning the league and coming 2nd this season. There are so many teams that have done such good business and are doing so well. In 2nd, it's going to be Chelsea, which means obviously Liverpool have won the league. But Chelsea are going to come 2nd. They've got a lot of quality players in the squad. A lot of quality players in that team now. I just feel like 2nd's where you're going to be. So, Liverpool are going to win the league. They're going to win the league again. It's going to be interesting. I just feel like they're going to do it. They've got to demand more from each other. They've got a great side in there. They've got some quality players, of course they have. I just feel like Liverpool are going to win the league, but it's going to be tough. Chelsea have done some seriously fantastic business. So have Man United. Liverpool haven't, but look at that Liverpool side. It is top quality. Leave your predictions down below. Get excited for the match reaction tonight as well, and I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day, because I'm going to see you in a few hours' time for the match reaction from Oxford United versus Lincoln. See you later.